talking, no one can hear me. Ha ha! Hello everyone and welcome to Longer and Harder, the show on the internet where I forget how to do everything and just talk to myself without everyone being able to listen to me. So that's good news all around. So yeah, welcome. Why am I so dark? I'm dark on this side. Oh, light needs to go on this side. I can figure out lighting. Lighting is something I can do from time to time. There we go. That's a little better, Who knows? I think it's because it's so bright on this side because I have a window open and I don't have this light. So, lights. How are you all doing today? You are disgusting. Go away. So yeah, how are you? New setup, as you can see, mostly because this is the D&D setup. So I kind of decided to keep it and not move away from it. I have a sexy dragon lady behind me, Minecraft because I'm a dork, and Castlevania because I'm a dork, and then more dragon ladies at the top because dork. So all around, this is my I am a giant dork kind of thing. Why are you so dark? It's because you're Mexican, probably. These cameras are not made for not Mexican complexions. They're like, ooh, the lighting's all off. I'm sure that if I close these blinds, and I might do that between things, because I also forgot my beer. So, I might do that. But yes, that is that. I do have new beers because of stuff and things. But yeah, check it out. New setup. If you want to see me stream more often, you should watch me over at... I have a channel for that. No, I don't have a channel for that. I'm a part of a channel for that. Rolling Left. That's the one that I do. On the YouTubes and the Twitters. That is the place where you can see me stream on a more regular basis. I do a couple of streams a week. One where I DM a Space Jammer. Sorry, you gotta take care of the man. New. I saw it yesterday. That's true. New for everyone here, because yeah, this is all just stuff. Look at this, it's cool. But yeah, no, those are the two places where you can, or the one place that you can find me stream more often. That's not here. More game related stuff, less stupid conspiracy stuff. But this is stupid conspiracy stuff channel, so let's talk about stupid conspiracy stuff. Actually, no, we're gonna talk about gay shit. So why are we here today? Oh, should we take care of... I don't have any, whatchamacallit, I don't really have any, housekeeping to do. I'm moving in, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. So that's fun. I am moving, not very far from where I am. I'm literally just moving to a different apartment. Not in the same building, just in the same apartment complex. I am getting kicked out of this apartment so they can use it as a model apartment. So they're like, hey, can you move to the identical apartment in the other part of the complex? Please, here's half a month's rent off. And we were like, yeah, sure, whatever. So about 2-3 weeks, I'll be moving. That'll be interesting. So this will be a new setup again in 3 weeks if you watch this nonsense. Because that'll be it. Also, I'm losing this office for a month because I'm getting a new roommate. I have so many roommates, so I'm going to have an extra roommate. That'll be great. He'll be moving in June, so roommates and moving and stuff. It's going to be a very, very busy summer, but that's what we're here for. And whatnot. So that's about it. That's about all I got. Yeah, go check me out on Rolling Left if you want to watch my silliness. But we are here gathered today not to talk about my silliness and my moving shenanigans, but instead to talk about so many events equals to yes. I need at least a 3-week notice before I make this is so many things. This is so many things. This is a very busy summer. And it's moving. I'm moving. That's a lot. Oh, look at that. You're so naughty. You're such a naughty boy. I don't want you. No, okay. I love you. So what was I gonna say? Oh yes, we are gathered here today not to talk about my shenanigans, but to talk about the gay shit. Parker. Oh gosh. Awkward Pasta has found me a wonderful video that I don't actually remember what channel it's from. I'm sure Microbloganism will let us know because I don't remember. Pasta was just like, here's some guy who says some really stupid shit. You should watch it and then talk about it. So I did not watch it. I instead decided to watch the first 5 seconds of it and then decided this is definitely worth talking about. So that's why we are here. We're here to talk about one video, which means we're not going to have our typical voting and stuff. We got one video, It's about gay shit. So that's what we're gonna talk about. So let's. Again, I don't remember. I haven't watched. You haven't watched it either. Okay, I don't remember who this man is, but this is a man, and honestly, like when you watch the first bit, that should be like enough for you to really figure out well, like what this is all about. Because it really like he comes out the gate swinging like he does not stop. He just is like, oh, we're gonna start with the big hitters and then go from there. So that's where we're starting. Also, I don't have beer of the week, not because I don't have beer of the week, but because I sat down without getting a beer. So during the break, we will have beer of the week. I do actually have a lot of beers that I brought from Wisconsin a couple of a bit ago. I had like a month ago. I went and took a little vacation there, so I brought back a bunch of new Glarus beer, which I haven't really tried. I actually was going to save them for this, and I haven't been trying them. I've been just drinking my Spotted Cow, which I love, but I forgot to grab one to taste today. So I will grab one as soon as I get a break, which will happen. But with all that nonsense out of the way, here is this man. He's got a name. Like I said, I'm sure Pasta will tell me what this man is called and where the link is, because I have no idea who this man is. I just know that he says stupid shit. So, with that, stupid shit, here we go. This man is harshly lit. I'm harshly lit. Like, look at this. Very contrasty today. I really just gotta close those blinds. Alright, here we go. Hopefully
I am a straight white male.
There's gonna probably echo, so let's fix that. Down here, turn that off. There we go. Hello, Insider. How are you? So hopefully you can hear him. Let me know.
Living in a world of
Sorry, I interrupted that. We gotta. His beginning sentence is easily the most important part about this. Everything else is honestly second. But the first things that he says. It didn't echo, it's just louder than me. Okay, it was coming out of both my like computer speakers and my headphones at the same time, which is why I had to like change it. No, we can't hear me. I don't know. Mine thinks says I can hear me. I'm gonna wait for people, but here we go. You can hear him. Him is great. Him is great.
I am a straight white male living in a world of heterophobic homofascism.
Yeah, that's it.
Every
that's
day.
Like I said, fucking start it off with the big guns. No pause. No attempt to sugarcoat anything. He's like, big guns showing off. He is a white cis man, clearly. This is very, very important that you know this. He is he lives in a world of heterophobia, which I'm sure is a term that he will explain. And I don't know what homofascism is yet. So those are the two terms which I think come from the school of terms where you take a thing you don't like and you put fascism or phobia next to it without actually thinking about what those terms may actually mean. So we'll see what those terms actually mean. I'm very curious.
I'm subjected to the Gestapo propaganda.
Okay. I can't. This is 16 seconds in. We stopped twice. But also, I gotta give this man props. This man fucking made a pun, and I love it. The Gestapo propaganda is, it's stupid, but it's a great pun. Like, if it weren't so stupid, I would get more of a giggle out of it. Can I turn my mic down about 10%? I certainly can. Where's my mic? There's my mic. We'll go a little bit lower, and hopefully that'll help out. Let me know. Somebody on Twitter called me a breeder, and I still think about it. This guy probably, yes. This man is very hurt about a lot of things. You should go up. Oh, okay. Turn your mic up. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, and his mic down. I'm sorry. I can read. I can read like a real person from time to time. We'll turn him down a little bit. There we go. Okay. Insider micro. You've all been here long enough to know where my reading level is at. This is the Joe Rogan show where my mic EQ is all off. Oh no. Sorry, I had to do that. Reading is hard. I don't like it. Says the English major. God. See, I don't need, no one needs to bully me. I just sit here and bully myself. This is the R&D just makes fun of himself show. God. Oh, okay, we're gonna listen to this guy. The Gestapo, great term. Love that term. I'm gonna try to use that in conversation. That's gonna be like my word of the day for a while. It's the Gestapo because it's a good pun. Way to go, sir. You said something stupid, but you said it in a really funny way. I appreciate it.
Of we need more diversity and more tolerance, which sounds great until you realize that this applies to everyone except me.
I just, okay. This man, we need, the man who is, what? God, I wish I had a percent. What? Like, I wish, and I could probably make one up, and I probably will, because that's what we do on the internet. It's just make up percentages. A man who's what, like, who lives in a country where 99% of media is made for his consumption. Maybe a little bit less, because there are white women and stuff, and that also have things made for them. But who like all of media, like everything is made for you, with you in as the target audience, right? And now, like, what is happening now is that not that this man is having his rights taken away, or he is being silenced, or what's the other one? He is now, like, people aren't putting out things for him. It's that there is more gay shit out there, and this man's like, no. I'm not gay, which is fine, I guess. Therefore, anything that is gay is automatically not for me. Which, in and of itself, is kind of... God, that's such a stupid thing to say. Like, God, sorry. I'm like... As I talk, I realize how stupid this man is. Because he really is like... If you make gay shit, that's not for me. And, I mean, you might not be the target audience, but it doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. It's like one of those things, like, even if it's gay stuff, like, you can still like it. You can still, like... there's still a lot of stuff that kind of talks about the human experience. The human experience is something that we all deal with, and it's not like gay people have to deal with a different human experience than the rest of the world, right? Like, it's the same stuff. You might just have to, it might not just be as straightforward as you think it is. So it's, I don't know, maybe you have to think about it more to digest it. It's like it's like saying you can't watch, like, adults shouldn't watch kids shows, or adults shouldn't watch Marvel movies, or, like, right, like, it's this, like, oh no, like, if it's not made specifically for you in mind, it is unwatchable. And then the other thing that's really happening, and the thing that I find hilarious, is that, like, and I'm sure he's gonna be like, what's the thing that, like, conservatives always say about, like, how this is just done by well, God, I hate that term. I don't even want to use it. By companies who just want to be like, I want to pander to diversity, right? I want to pander to POCs. I want to R&D isn't gay. Parker, go set your man right. Go set your man right.
I'm coming. I have been called.
Look at what your man
This
said.
man is gay.
Look at R&D isn't gay.
No, he's gay as fuck. You should see him when we're watching wrestling, and this man fawning over all the men in tight pants.
Yes.
Well, honestly, I am too. But, I mean, we both take turns talking about, I think I'm gay. So,
yes.
He's gay. He's gay. I will not stand for this.
I have been defended.
I will defend your love for man ass.
What was I saying? Oh yes, all these companies are just doing it because of like whatever they want more diversity. And the thing is, end of the day, like all these fucking companies that make all the gay shit, right? Like they're making it because it's fucking it sells, right? Like every time they make one of these things, it sells a lot. It's not like they're doing it in not challenge, as opposed to like they're not doing it and then not making money and then continuing to do it. That'd be silly. Like Disney doesn't give a fuck at all remotely. Like they're just doing these things because it makes them money, so they're gonna continue to make these things. And that's it. That's like the only reason that they even pander to the gay community, and it's just mild pandering. It's not how much of things that they actually do is not that much. But moving on from that, I already lost track of what this man said. Let's go back to him.
As an alpha male, if I talk about women...
Goddamn! I can't get past this. As an alpha buddy, you identify as an alpha male. Like, okay. I don't want to make a attack helicopter joke, but buddy, you identify as an alpha male. I want you to understand the thing that you just said. Also, look at you, my good sir. You an alpha male. Okay. I don't want to be that guy, but I am going to be that guy. I am more. Look at me. I am more of an alpha male than you are. Like. Fucking look at these gorgeous locks, great beard, no visible gray hair. There are gray hairs, but you can't see them on the camera. Look at this. This is an alpha male. Okay, I felt stupid saying that. So that is the last time I will say that again because I felt so stupid doing it. Oh no. Okay, alpha male man over here is going to tell us all about the things.
I'm sexist. If I talk about gay men, I'm homophobic. And if I...
No. It's not if you talk about gay men. If you are... if you make disparaging comments about gay men, you're homophobic. If you advocate... and not just gay men, right? Like, gay is a spectrum and whatnot. But also... Like, if you advocate for things that will take away rights or restrict their people's rights, you are phobic towards that. It's not just because you talk about it. Like you can talk about it. You can even have an opinion. Potentially, you could have an opinion that is not a like. You can have a more controversial opinion, but there's definitely a point where like you go from just being an asshole to being homophobic, right? Like, you can this goes for like just about any group really. Like you can have those, you can say homophobic things and you can have like those ideas in your head, but the moment that you don't change your mind and you continue to do it, that's when you're a homophobe. There's a slight difference because you can be accidentally homophobic, accidentally racist, accidentally sexist. Not that you should be, or not that that's a good thing in any way, shape, or form, but what really gets under people's skin isn't necessarily accidental stuff. It's the deliberate, continuous behavior. That's the part that's like that's icky. Don't do that part. Those who call themselves alpha males are the most insecure losers on the planet. Very true. The only thing worse than unironically calling yourself an alpha is calling yourself a sigma. That is also true. I forget that people do that. People do legitimately call themselves alpha male or sigma males. There's like a whole thing, right? Like are they at omega yet? Like, are they at omega males? Because that's hilarious. And all of these people, like, I don't know what makes you an alpha male. Really. Pasta and I were watching a set of clips from who was it? Lean and Green, Lean and something. I don't know. Something Lean. Or Mean, I forget, who is one of these, like, alpha males kind of things. And that kind of shit is hilarious. Like, these people who call themselves, like, who have all of these, like, identification for themselves are really funny. Also, because they're the same people who complain about, like, whatchamacallit, they are the ones who complain about like pronouns and people identifying themselves as there's the queer spectrum is huge, right? So asexual, demisexual, all of these things, which I don't know about, right? Like I'm not going to pretend like I do, but people who identify themselves, people like him, will complain about it and say like, you identify as these fresh and fit, thank you. And then we'll come up with all these fucking terms with like alpha male, ligma male, and omega male, or whatever the fuck it is. It's all a bunch of nonsense. Their shit is nonsense, and they want to be taken seriously, and then make fun of the actual stuff and call it nonsense, which is hilarious. All right, with that said,
I don't pander to the illogical delusions of the masses. I'm a bad person.
Okay, what do you think, Panda?
This amounts to nothing short of emotional extortion. If I don't blindly agree with them, I'm a bad person.
Okay, so let's break it down for like a second here, right? Like, because like so this isn't one of those things. He is so edgy. Look at all that edge. Because this is one of those things that he's not the only one who says. He's not the only one who pretends like they are saying something edgy, right? Something controversial, something that goes against the norm. They're so I don't know, revolutionary. That's the word I was looking for. They're so revolutionary in their thinking by saying shit that people have been saying for fucking ever. You're not saying anything new. You're not saying anything edgy. You're not saying anything revolutionary. Like, you're saying the exact same shit that bigots. There we go. That's the word. The bigots have been saying forever. You're not new. You're not edgy. It's also not the other thing that happens is this isn't a matter of you, like, the things that you say aren't slight disagreements, right? It's not like what's the example that I was going to, this isn't like pineapple on pizza, right? Like, pineapple on pizza, disagreement. You're a monster if you like it, and but it's a personal preference thing, right? Like, no one's gonna get hurt. No one's if you don't like pineapple on pizza, if you do like pineapple on pizza, like, people aren't getting hurt for those kinds of opinions. People aren't making governmental decisions on it. People aren't having their healthcare rights taken away, restricted, denied, or they aren't being bullied. Well, they should be, but they're not being bullied enough for liking pineapple. Like, people are genuinely not being bullied for that, right? Like, people aren't going to bash down the bathroom that you are sitting in and be like, fuck you, you like pizza, while you're trying to take a shit. Which is what happens to a lot of the gay community and the trans community, right? So this isn't like this isn't a matter of a difference of opinion. Like, the things that you are espousing are legitimately hateful and dangerous. They are things that, granted, you should be, I don't want to dismiss people's feelings, but you're not just hurting someone's feelings. And you should you should be empathetic and not try to be like an unnecessary asshole to people. But it's not just that you're hurting their feelings, it's that because of the shit that you say, governments currently right now, especially in the year of our Lord 2022, we are seeing a lot of legislatures against the gay community, against the trans community, and so, like, the things that you espouse are literally doing things or leading to changes that are restricting the rights of people and making people's lives worse and unnecessarily. That is you being an asshole. That is you being a bit gay. That is you literally being the bad guy. Is the title misspelled? No, I don't think so. Is it? Did I misspell fascism? I don't know if I did. Probably. I wouldn't actually put it past me if I did. Homofascism. Nope. That's it. Is it a word that doesn't exist? Yes. If that was your question, yes, you are right. It is a word that doesn't exist.
But let's roll things back a little and start at the beginning. One of the pillars of philosophy is that it's universal. Basically, that means that the same set of rules must apply to everyone. If someone tells you that it's immoral for Ron to steal from Ben, but it's okay for Ben to steal from Ron, it's bullshit.
Okay, I got philosophy. Why is it every time I have to fucking deal with philosophy? Every goddamn time. Thank you for pointing out. I don't know how to spell. Me spell in this house? I don't think so. There we go. Fixed. I there's a name for this kind of philosophy. I'm sure there's a name for this kind of philosophy, right? Uh, Philosophy Understander has logged in. Yes. I don't know philosophy, but no. I don't. From the like 2 or 3 philosophy classes that I've taken my entire life, I don't think that one of the pillars of philosophy is that it needs to apply to every a philosophical concept or a moral concept needs to apply to everyone equally. That is incredibly stupid. Like that is so basic. You're a basic bitch. That like that is some college freshman level philosophy right there, that you're just like, no, if you make a rule or a moral statement, it needs to apply to everyone equally. No, that there are plenty of examples where that wouldn't cross, right? Like even taking like an example like is murder bad? Most you might say, yeah, murder is bad. Or killing someone is bad. Let's make it a verb, not just murder. Because murder has a bunch of it, right? Like the death of a person by your hands is bad. There are plenty of situations that you can come up with or that have occurred where the death of somebody might occur because of it. So even things like research, right? Research into medicine or new treatments might lead to the death of somebody because research does that from time to time. Not that that's I don't want to get to the moral of it, but like it happens. Are we gonna then first say that like all research with human subjects is bad? No, we're not gonna entirely throw out everything because people have died through research. The same thing is true for things like accidentally killing somebody. Where if you run someone over with your car, are you like, should we just deny driving? Is driving bad? Like it's a very stupid whatchamacallit broad sense of philosophy. I hate philosophy. Have I told you all how much I look at the mic like that's the camera? Have I told you all how much I hate philosophy? Depends on who you're murdering. Yes. And there's plenty of things. There's plenty of scenarios that people can come up with. People have come up with where that you might be able to figure out whether something is morally justified or not when it comes to some of these things. Stealing is the one that you brought up is another good one, which is is stealing bad? Not universally. I am one of those people. I'm gonna say it. If you see someone shoplift at Walmart, no, you didn't. If people are stealing from a company that makes billions and billions of dollars, and you're stealing like fucking baby supplies and food, you are not morally wrong. That's just how it is. Is it stealing? Yeah. Are you taking someone else's property? Yeah. Is it bad? No. I'm gonna fucking say that. If you steal from somebody who is in need of the things that you stole, is that wrong? Yeah. If they're like in need, like there's so many variables. You can't just be like, stealing is bad and then go for it. It's also true of like it's not even true of the legal system that we fucking live in, where we have stop eating everything, you little monster. Sorry, I have a monster in my house. No, he just needs to stop eating everything. You're a monster. He's a monster. I already got distracted because he's a monster. Yes, there's definitely more than one. There's definitely more than one factor that goes into moral questions. Stealing when the person will notice that it's gone and cares. The customer service worker rule: if you see someone stealing something cheap, you just let it slide. Yeah, and that's like, I know that that's a rule for a lot of places. Honestly, like, I personally, and this is personally, and we could probably have a debate about the moral question. Like, fucking somebody walks out of Walmart with a giant ass TV, I don't fucking care. And that's some of it also has to do with how much, like, a lot of big companies, and it depends on the company, right? I'm using Walmart specifically because Walmart engages in a lot of wage theft, and Walmart in general, like, stealing a TV, even if it's a really expensive TV, right? Even if it's like a $2,000 TV, and somebody just walks out the door with it, that does literally nothing to the profits of the Wally people, of the Walmart CEOs, and like, these are people who make millions and billions of dollars. A couple of $1,000s, fucking nothing, drop in the bucket. It's like stealing a couple of dollars for you, if not a couple of cents from you. It makes no fucking difference. Let alone really cheap shit like things that are under $100. If you are a CEO who makes millions of dollars a year, or your stockholders make millions of dollars a year, what is losing out on $50 going to do to you? Nothing. It's not going to hurt you. And that's kind of where the variability of stealing comes in, where like the magnitude of what you steal really depends on the person. Like, stealing $50 from somebody who makes millions of dollars, nothing. Stealing $50 from somebody who makes minimum wage, big fucking difference, right? And this is why things like parking tickets and stuff like that are really a class warfare kind of thing, because it's not it doesn't prevent rich people from breaking from being able to park anywhere. They can park anywhere. They just have to pay a fee for it, a fee that is too much for somebody like me. I'm not gonna pay $30-$40 to park in a random spot and get a ticket. But for somebody who makes, several $1,000s a day, whatever, it's fine. That's it. Okay. Stealing is only stealing when... Oh, yeah, I read that one. I feel like that is less of a moral stance and more of, this is more trouble than the cost of the product stolen thing. It is, honestly. There has been cases about... And I'd have to look them up, so I'm just... take what I say with a grain of salt. I know there have been cases where, like, workers, like staff members, have been fired and or sued because they've stopped people from stealing. Like, they've tackled people or they physically stopped. And like companies have fired them for doing that, for trying to stop people from stealing from them. Like, it's not worth it for the company. It's not worth it for them. It's not worth it to you. Like, you're not going to gain the company's respect. You're not going to get a medal. You're not going to get anything out of it. These are not people who care. From both ends, there's really no reason for you to stop them. There's no reason. You're more likely to get hurt from the company's standpoint. You're more likely to get hurt, which is going to cost them a worker or money or whatever, more so than the product that they stole. And from your standpoint, again, you might get hurt, and for what? I mean, to the point that argument would be allowing stealing does some sort of inherent social societal harm. Yeah. Yes, and one could say that allowing stealing would, but I would say it's not about allowing stealing. It's about, for me, it would be about removing the things that make stealing necessary. But that's a different conversation. But everyone sold TVs. They wouldn't make any money, and you wouldn't get any TV. I'm very smart. That's true. These are also companies, by the way. Like so, a lot of these things is that God, we've entirely gone off the rails here. A lot of these things, like the pandemic, really made a lot of these things very clear. But it's not like they weren't happening beforehand. Especially when it comes to food and even products, right? Like, you can look at people who buy pallets from Amazon of returned items. Like, these companies throw away and get rid of so much junk just because it's outdated, just because it's slightly used, and they will sell it for cheap. They won't just. The thing is, they won't give it away, right? Half of these things they'd rather throw away in the trash than give it away for free. even though it's entirely worthless to them. So much so worthless that they're willing to just take the loss and throw it away. These are the kinds of companies that do this, and grocery stores do this all the time, where they will throw mounds and mounds of food at the end of the day. You can find videos of people at like donut shops, like what are the donut shops called? You know the donut shops called, the big ones. They exist. One of these days I will have names in my head. But like they throw away products, and big restaurants would just throw away their food, and they would rather throw away the food than give it away. That is how the system works, and so at that point, if you're gonna steal from them, like they're gonna throw it away anyway. What the fuck do they care? They don't. And the other thing is they don't, right? They don't care. They just want to pretend like. I don't even think they pretend to care. I think we're the ones, not we, me in particular. I think people like the alpha male over here are the ones who care or want you to care, and for no real good reason. Krispy Kreme, there we go. There's one. There's other ones. Dunkin' Donuts. I remembered one. You can tell how much I do eat a lot of donuts. I just don't eat them from the donut shops. But yes, Dunkin' Donuts. I definitely agree that fixing wealth inequality is more important than to tackle the guy stealing the bag of Doritos, but stealing bad is a rule does hold. What was the video that I saw the other day? It was all over social media. I think I retweeted about it, that we had like 2 or 3 cops like arresting this like kid, like literal child, couldn't have been more than 10 years old, for stealing a bag of Doritos or a bag of chips, right? At that point, keeping up with the stealing is bad. At that point, like, is it really doing anything? Like, how did saying stealing is bad and arresting that kid, how did that make society better? How did that action make society better? Stealing bad? I don't know. This is like, again, we can sit here and argue about it, because I don't stealing bad. Stealing bad is so broad. I personally cannot get behind stealing bad. But that's just me. I don't know. I don't think any property is worth fighting over or being so attached to. Like, somebody really needs something that you have, like, let them have it. I don't know. That's just me. Like, someone who's been mugged more than once, just let them have it. Like, here you go. Have the wallet. Like, whatever. It's fine. Okay, so with that said,
likewise, if someone tells you that vanilla ice cream is wonderful and chocolate ice cream is disgusting, they've given their opinion, but your opinion, which may be the opposite of theirs, must be equally valid.
Okay, no. Okay, God, see, I told you he was gonna do the fucking pizza thing. Don't you fucking touch you still with choice. I will no. Stealing buyout. Okay, so there's a couple things I might actually be like, no, do not steal. My dice are one of them. do not touch my dice. Where was I? Forgot. God damn it. Something. This man is saying something. Get away.
What's he getting into?
Nothing.
Oh, you were saying something about pizza, so I thought Edge was like getting into pizza or something.
Oh. No, he's cuddled up. Yeah. Good boy. Now I care about stealing. Was he saying something about? Oh yes, he did the pizza thing. Yes, he is literally comparing, being bigoted to just liking different flavors of ice cream. That is how he feels about it, right? It's not. That's, like I said, that's the early. Like, there's a big difference between having a difference of opinions on ice cream than there is about having difference of opinion on how to treat people equally. big fucking difference. Entirely disgusting that you would be like, this is the same thing. I'm like, no, it ain't, bitch. Okay.
In other words, if I tell you that I enjoy sticking my dick in consensual vagina, I must live and let live, not be hypocritical, by being okay with a gay man who enjoys shoving his dick up the consenting poop pipe of another man. The basic idea here is that everyone gets to do whatever they want
Poop pipe is a good word.
as long as it's consensual.
Okay. Okay.
And I will fight for everyone's right to do so, even if I'm completely disgusted by what they're doing. And that is the pivotal key point to all this.
No, I mean, okay. So these are things that you um these are things that you say, right? These are things that, like, in this moment you are saying that you will fight, that you will do these things. You come off as a man, and to be fair, this is the only video I've watched from you, so I'm probably being not unnecessary. I'm probably being necessarily harsh, but I don't know you, so I'm being harsh without really knowing you, which I don't feel bad about. Not gonna lie. So the thing that kind of ends up here is that you are saying that you would do this. You are saying that you would fight for people to be able to do consensual sex things with other people, and you would fight for that. You would fight for them to be able to, even if you don't like it, you would fight for them to do it, right? Like, you're saying that that's something you would. I doubt it. I sincerely doubt that you would actually fight for that. And you'll probably tell on yourself here in a bit. So I'm gonna let you kind of tell on yourself.
If one person has the freedom to like something, then other people must be equally free to hate that same thing.
Okay, so let's this man. No. You are allowed to dislike that. So let's stick to the sex thing, because we're talking about sex things, right? Like let's talk about the sex thing. You are allowed to like sex your way, right? Like, you like sex your way, fine. And you are allowed to dislike that kind of sex towards yourself, right? Like, you can dislike it and be like, you know what? This kind of sex thing, to me, do not like. I do not like, whatever. I don't like it when she's on top because I'm a good Christian boy and need to be on top, or whatever, right? I don't know what your fucking kinks are. And you can say, to me, not into it. You can even say you hate it because maybe it turns you off and you just hate it. To yourself, you can say that you hate it. And that is A-okay. What you are doing, though, is you are saying that someone else doing that, without you fucking being around, without you being, involving you, having to watch it, having to deal with it in any way, shape, or form, that you hate it when two other people do that stuff. People that don't involve you, people they have no business of. You can say that you hate it. No one's gonna. I mean, clearly, I can't stop you from saying it, but you sound stupid when you do, because it literally does not involve you. It has nothing to do with you. It has. That's the deal. Like, what does it bother you? It's not your thing. It's like me saying I hate it when people watch, I don't know, think of a stupid show, Friends, right? I hate it when people watch Friends, as opposed to me saying I hate Friends. I hate the show Friends. I don't like it. But there's a big difference between me saying I don't want to watch it because I don't like the show Friends, and me saying I hate it when other people watch the show Friends. I hate it. And then it gets to the point where this, if we want to keep up with this analogy, is that you're not just saying that you hate it when other people watch Friends. You are also saying we need to either make laws, or we need to make it socially unacceptable for people to watch Friends. And that's kind of where it's all going to end up at, is that eventually you're going to get there and just be like, no, we are going to make laws or we are going to socially ostracize people because they watch Friends, as opposed to saying I don't like Friends. And that's where the big jump is going to be for you. And I'm fairly certain you're either going to jump there, or as Pasta said, we go through your channel, and I'm sure your channel is full of you doing that.
Wikipedia defines homophobia as encompasses a range of negative attitudes and feelings towards homosexuality or people who are identified or perceived as being lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I am absolutely disgusted by guy-on-guy sex. However, I'm turned on by girl-on-girl sex.
I can't with this man. I can't with this man. Like, okay. Okay, buddy. Like, I need a break. This man is ranting about his fetishes. Yes, you are still a homophobe. Alright? Alright, buddy? Like, you still are. I am... Oh, God. Buddy. I don't... Again, like, this is stuff that... I need a breath. I'm upset with myself that I didn't get a beer, but we're gonna take a break in like a few minutes, and I'm gonna get a beer, and I'm gonna chug one of them because this man is just making me drink today. Okay, no one, absolutely no one, is making you watch men have sex. You don't have to. This is something that probably for the most part is occurring somewhere where you have absolutely no input on what is happening. Absolutely no. You don't have to participate. You don't have to be there. You don't have to. You really do not have to watch gay sex if you don't want to. I find it disgusting that you are objectifying gay people by what kind of sex you like to watch, but besides that, like, you are talking about an issue that you are creating for yourself. And the fact that you have to sit here and complain about, like, I'm grossed out by watching gay sex, then the solution to it is not to go on the internet and rant about how much you hate watching gay sex. The solution is not to watch gay sex, which is really, really easy to do. There is... Like, you have to put effort into watching it, and apparently somehow you have, which I don't wanna be like, doth protest a little too much kind of thing, but you seem to protest a little too much there, bud. Why do you care? Like, why do you care? There's nothing that it doesn't involve you, bud. But you apparently have a strong opinion of it. At the end of the day, just because you fetishize lesbian sex and you don't fetishize gay sex, men's sex, doesn't make you not a homophobe. At the end of the day, you are still a homophobe for the things that you believe in, even if you say, no, I still like to watch women lesbian sex. Like, that's still... I think it makes you worse, not better. That doesn't make you not the homophobic piece of shit that you are. You're still that. And this is also true. Like, God, you can think of so many solutions, right? You can say, I'm not racist, but I like watching... God... I feel terrible saying. You know what I'm going to say. God, that feels gross to say. Just to fucking say. How do these people do it? Like, I feel disgusted just even thinking about that sentence and thinking about saying it, and it's fucking gross. You are a gross man. But, like, that doesn't make you not a bigot. You're still a bigot. God. Oof.
Which, if we're keeping score, should make me be seen as...
Okay, this isn't a scorecard. This isn't you don't get brownie points for liking lesbian sex, buddy. That's not how any of this works. You don't get to be... No. This is... God, I hate this kind of thing. And I'm gonna slight rant here because it's not just because it's relevant, because I see this happen a lot with not just with bigots, well, mostly with bigots, but like not just with bigots who are outright bigots like this man, but bigots who are subtle bigots, the ones who are the ones who say that they are allies or don't mind. They say they don't mind or they don't care, the subtle kind of bigots, but still kind of tell themselves or tell others that because they have done certain things, they can't be bigoted or they can't be transphobic. So I'm gonna fucking outright just say it because I'm being passive. I'm being passive and not being direct about my communication. So the example that I'm thinking of, and the reason that I remember this is because Essence of Thought recently made a video on Rachel Oates, and this man really reminds me of her when she tells the trans community that she isn't transphobic because she has done X, Y, and Z for the trans community, but also promotes transphobic content creators and spews transphobic garbage. The same thing is true for a lot of other content creators on the internet who do the same thing, who will say things like, I support X community. They will say things that, because I've done certain things, I've donated money to this, I've donated money to the Trevor Project, therefore I can't be transphobic, right? I go to Pride every year, therefore I can't be homophobic, but will still spew transphobic, homophobic stuff. So it's not how any of this works. You don't get brownie points. You don't get to pee on a homeless man and then give him $5 to make sure that it's okay. That's not how any of this works at all, remotely. Because that's really what you're saying. You're really saying I can go pee on a homeless guy, and as long as I give him money for it, it all evens out, and I'm an okay person. Oh, this man is infuriating. Good job, Pasta, finding something infuriating. We are going to take a break so that I can go get a beer, stretch my legs, drink some water, otherwise known as 0% beer. I do like that one. But I will see you all in a bit. Like I said, just going to go get myself some drinks, and we'll be back in a little bit. Enjoy some copy-free right music and some fan art. See you all in a tad.
darkness.
Hello and welcome back to Longer and Harder. Hopefully you all enjoyed our lovely music and whatnot. So look, I fixed the lighting. I look less dark on this side and less bright on this side. That's good. Good lighting. Way to go, me. I'm so proud of myself. It's okay. So, I got what? Your beer smells like pee. You probably shouldn't be drinking Bud Light, buddy. It's not okay to pay for a homeless man to pee on it? Yeah. Yeah, no, that's how that works. Okay, so yes, I got a beer, so we can kind of talk about beer for a second. Because I can tell you all about my trip. I got a beer, so I got a beer from the wonderful New Glarus in Wisconsin, one of my favorite breweries of all time, mostly because I am. I'm going to say this even though I haven't lived in Wisconsin in years. I'm from Wisconsin, and so I absolutely love me some Wisconsin beer, especially this stuff because it's just good beer for the most part. However, you cannot get it anywhere else in the country besides Wisconsin, so you have to go to Wisconsin to get it, which is a real shame. So I only get to have it every couple of years when I go out there. I did about a month ago get to go out there, and it was great. I went to the brewery, which was fun, but more exciting than the breweries, I went to the House on the Rock, which is a place that's really hard to explain. It's a place, and you should all go if you ever get a chance to come to the States, be in the States, and go to the House on the Rock. Do it. It's fantastic. It was an experience, and I absolutely loved every minute of it. Okay, so for today, we are going to have ourselves a New Glarus Brewing Company coffee stout. I grabbed that randomly out of my fridge, so that's the one we're gonna have. I have a bunch of different ones that I never tried. They just had a bunch at the brewery, so I grabbed a bunch. I'm sure it'll be dark. I'm sure it'll be delicious, but let's find out together. Of course, we got to use our New Glarus glass to drink it. That is very, very important. Ooh, look at that pour. That was a good pour. Yay me. It's got a pretty. Ooh, that's a good color right there. Ooh, it's very opaque, and I love every bit of it. Is that where you're taking me the next time I visit? Oh yeah, next time you visit, we'll take a road trip to Wisconsin. That'd be fun actually. I did take you to Kansas City, and they had good breweries, so I can definitely take you to Wisconsin and do some breweries there. I did some other breweries. One of my favorite one was Wizards Brewing Company. I think that's what it's called. Wizards something. Wizards. God, I have to remember. It was in Milwaukee, but I did go there, and that was fun. I did a couple other things. It was such a great trip. Absolutely loved it. Took a whole weekend, and it was fantastic. I loved it. Okay, so with that said, we are now back to our alpha male. Oh, I gotta drink it. I gotta drink it and taste it. Ooh, okay. It's not perfect. It's very, very good. Not perfect, but very, very good. It's a little bit more bitter than I would like, which is coffee, so I shouldn't be like complaining about coffee being bitter. So it does get that, but I wish it was just a tiny bit smoother. Other than that, perfect. Maybe a little bit too fizzy. It's a good smell though. It does smell like a cup of coffee. Just a little bit less bitter, and it would be perfect. But otherwise, it's not bad. I will give you a what score should I give you? I forget my scoring system. Let's go with a 7 out of 10, which is better than a lot of things. So definitely recommend, but it could be better, and I've had better. So 7 out of 10. You're hoping to be here for Halloween. I hope you make it for Halloween, because then we could take you to Vallis when it's actually because you were here too late this last year to be here. So if you're here for Halloween, we can go to Vallis and you can experience Vallis, and also a place that I cannot describe with adequacy, because the place is a little funky, but it's great. Okay, so with all of that said, we can move on to the Alpha Man.
Homo neutral. Only the
okay. What? Oh wait, I feel like I jumped into that a little bit unprepared. So we're gonna like skip back just a little bit, and I promise not to stop him too much. But I need to what the fuck did you just say, bud?
Only the LGBT community disagrees with me on that.
Okay, we need to go back. What did you say? You said something really stupid.
Homo neutral.
No. Go back further. Sorry, I'm bad at.
I'm turned on by girl-on-girl sex, which, if we're keeping score, should make me be seen as homo neutral. Only the LGBT community.
I am flabbergasted. No, not like the things that you say are bigoted. Like, that doesn't surprise me. What kind of surprises me is that you were like, this really bigoted shit, I ain't gonna say it, one. I'm gonna record it, two. And then I'm gonna put it on the internet. You went through all of those steps to get here. And like, you thought it was a good idea. You legit thought it was a good idea to do all of those things. Oh my goodness, you two are ridiculous. Stop it. And this is where we are. You said it was a good idea, and you did it, and now we're here. Okay. That'd be it. No, you are not a homo neutral. You're a homophobic. You're homophobic for the way that you talk about and have negative feelings, ideas towards gay men. You are homophobic for that. You are homophobic for fetishizing lesbians and lesbian porn. Because it shows that you don't really think of lesbians as people. You think of them as something that you can just watch and get turned on by. That is why you're homophobic, right? Like, because you really do not think of them as people. You think of them as sex toys, and that's gross and bad, and you shouldn't do that.
He disagrees with me on that. They say that if a straight man enjoys watching girl-on-girl sex, he's sexually objectifying women, which makes him bad as a person.
No. Okay, no. I need to understand because that is entirely a straw man. You are not. If you enjoy lesbian sex, right? If you're a man who enjoys lesbian sex, you're a woman who enjoys sex, whatever. If you're a person who enjoys lesbian sex, you are not objectifying women. If the only value that you find in women, or the only value that you find in gay women, is watching them have gay sex, then you are homophobic. And there's a big difference there, right? Like, there's a big difference between enjoying something and it being like, okay, but that clearly, and just from this one video, clearly is the only value that you find in gay people is watching them have sex, and only lesbian sex. That is the only value that you get on them. Otherwise, other than that, you seem to have very hateful opinions about gay people. That's the homophobic part. That's the objectification part. Not the I just like to watch women have sex. That is not the objectification part.
Sometimes the only way to win a game is to tell the idiot who made the rules that you're not playing. To be extremely...
You can't call me homophobic, I refuse. Okay, bud. What are you doing?
Clear here. I don't care what you do, and you shouldn't care what I think about what you do. If you get to do whatever you want, how could you possibly not support my right to think whatever I want?
Okay, so, because, again, this is such... I hate these arguments, because they're just... This man thinks he sounds smart, right? This man thinks he sounds really smart. And to Micro's comment, you're right. He is actually playing the game. Like, you making this video, you having I'm sure, like I said, a channel full of this nonsense, is you playing the game. You are literally playing the game that you say you do not want to play. You are playing the game. There is no doubt in my mind that is what is going on with you. Hobbs, calm your shit. He's not even near you. God, you're such a grumpy old... Sorry. Hobbs is a grumpy old man who doesn't like Edge, who's a little monster. So you are already playing the game. So that's already the problem. The other thing is that nobody... Like, this man has reduced his homophobia to... These are the things that I think, right? Like, he's reduced his homophobia to not be... the things that he says, even though he says them, the things that he advocates for, even though he advocates for them, or even the actions that he takes towards gay people, right? Like, he has reduced his homophobia to, these are the things that I think. As if his entire homophobic thing is just, he just thinks these things. Like, in his head, he just thinks, I hate gay people, gay men, right? Because he clearly doesn't hate gay women. I hate gay men, and that's all. Like, that's it. That's the only thing that he does. Like, he doesn't engage in anything else besides thinking in his head he hates gay men. And that is bullshit. That's complete and utter bullshit. That this man doesn't just do that. This man clearly speaks it, which means that he is spreading the hate. Like, that he's already out there spreading hate. Working on normalizing that hate being an okay thing to spread. That's part of it. The other part of it is he is I'm sure somebody who advocates for changes. He is somebody who probably advocates not just for legal changes, but probably social changes to the way that we treat gay men, because of the way that he feels. I don't know how he treats gay men. I really don't. He might genuinely treat them well. That doesn't, by the way, make you less homophobic or less bigoted. If you treat the group of people to their face, if you treat them nicely, but then say a bunch of bullshit or not or advocate for their loss of the loss of their rights, or violence that is being targeted at them. If that's what you do, then you're still a bigot, even if you treat them nicely to their face. That's not how any of this works. So, but from the two things that I've seen, you do engage in a lot of bigoted behavior, and it's not just you sitting there thinking these things. That's a bunch of bullshit. You really, if that was it, then this video would not exist. This video would not exist if the only thing that you did was think about how much you hate gay men. Because clearly, that is not the only thing that you do.
If I try to visualize my grandparents having sex, the thought disgusts me. It's some seriously disturbing shit.
I'm not trained. I am not a trained psychologist. I'm going to put that out there. I'm not a trained psychologist. Not a trained therapist. Do not come to me with your problems. So I advocate that you go talk to someone else about their problem. You, buddy, you spend an inordinate amount of time thinking about people having sex. Like, you sit around and think, like, what's that meme of, like, conservatives setting up, like, the fucking, the cardboard cutouts and then, like, being scared by it, right? That is what you do, right? That is what you do. You set up in your head all of these situations that make you uncomfortable. You sit around and think about men having sex and you're like, ee. You sit around and think about your grandparents having sex and you're like, ee. Like, have you thought about just not doing that? Have you thought about just not thinking about these? If you don't like it, stop it. Like, I don't know what to tell you besides maybe figure out a way, like, and if it's something that you just can't stop thinking about, you just can't stop thinking about your grandparents having sex, like it's on your mind all the time, or you can't sit around and stop thinking about gay men having sex, YouTube is not the place for you to be trying to get help for that. Like, go get help somewhere else for that. Like, that's a deeper problem if you can't. I get the feeling that you're willingly doing it, in which case, just stop doing that. You're a really gross man. I want you to know that, sir, who I'm sure will never watch my video. You are a very, very gross man. Super gross man. You're gross. Ugh.
Grandma on her back, feet up in...
Okay. This man is disgusting. This man has put so much thought into this. So much thought into this. You have more issues that can be contained in a YouTube channel. That is a lot, bud. Okay, everyone take a deep breath. A deep chug of your beer. We're gonna make it through this. Together, we can... Together we can do this. Ready, set, go.
In the air, saggy boobies, one on each side, resting on the floor. Meanwhile, Grandpa's shrivelly, wrinkled ass flapping back and forth, all the while making that rhythmic slapping sound as they moan, more from the arthritis than the act itself. Puke.
You did not. Sir. You did not. Okay. I need you to look at me, sir. Glasses are coming off. That's how serious we're being here. Glasses off. Okay. You did not, in any way, shape, or form, need to think about that. Like nobody made you think about that, right? Like nobody made you do that. First off. Second off, nobody, absolutely nobody, asked you to think about it in this great of a detail, right? Like, this isn't an intrusive thought that you had, and you were like, intrusive thought, grandparents having sex. No. You sat around, and you thought about it with this great of a detail. So, number 2, nobody made you do that. Number 3, nobody asked for you to describe it. Like, there was not a single soul in this world who was like, alpha male man, tell me about your grandparents. Tell me how you imagine your grandparents having sex. Nobody asked. Nobody asked. Number 4. Are we on 4? Number 4. Absolutely nobody asked for you to sit down, turn on a camera, record your description, and then post it to YouTube. Like, nobody asked for this. Not a single soul in the world asked for you to do this. Nobody wanted you to do this. Nobody is happy that you did this. But you were like, I am going to do this. I'm going to follow through with describing my grandparents having sex and post it on the internet. You posted this on the internet. You posted this on the internet, sir. Sir. I cannot. This man is going to end me. Okay, we're gonna listen to more of this. Why would I don't know, Gavin. I don't know why this man, Gavin.
But just because I'm disgusted by the idea of my grandparents having sex doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with it. In fact, while they were still alive, I would have encouraged them to do whatever it is that makes them happy. I also fully realize logically that if they never had sex, I wouldn't even be here to be disgusted by that thought.
Bud, you have an issue. You have an issue. You have an issue, right? You have an issue. And you need to address your issue. You really do. But it's not with YouTube. I can't tell you this enough. YouTube is not your therapy, and you need to stop. It's not how we do therapy around this house. Okay.
Someone can tell me that sushi is disgusting, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop eating it. I love sushi so much that I don't care what anyone else has to say about it. I don't feel the need to force everyone to love sushi.
I can't like this is the thing. You God. Nobody asked. Okay. Nobody is asking you to love gay sex, right? Like nobody. I'm gonna be like 100% honest with you, sir. Right here, right now, 100% honest with you, sir. There is not a single gay man out there who wants you. Period. Second of all, wants you to think about them having sex with another man. Nobody wants you to do this, right? Nobody is asking you to sit around, think about gay sex, think about it to such a degree that you have a picture of it in your mind, and then make a YouTube video about it. Nobody is making. There is nothing in the gay community that is telling you that you need to be thinking about this and you need to like it. Nobody is telling you that you need to do that, right? Like, just like your grandparents, right? Like your God, thank God that your grandparents are dead, because I can assure you, they did not want you to think about them having sex. They did not want you to put it on YouTube. Bud, you put this on YouTube. That is disgusting. What the fuck is wrong with you? No one wants you to do this stuff. Nobody wants this. You're the only one who wants this, and it's really weird that you are blaming everyone else for the fact that you can't help yourself, but think about sex like how other people are having sex. Like, that is your own stuff, and you can sit around and think about it all you want, but you can't be blaming everyone else for the fact that you can't stop thinking about gay sex, and that you can't stop thinking about your grandparents having sex. That's a personal problem, and you are putting it out into the world as if it's everyone else's problem. And that is not okay, sir. It's just not okay.
And when you think about it, the fewer people who like it, the more there is for me. Likewise, if you're a man who loves fucking other men, you don't have to worry about me stealing your boyfriend. Be happy about that. As such, us few alpha males who are left...
Buddy, I don't want to go there, but I am. You ain't stealing nobody. Not a woman, not a man, not a person, from anybody. You're not. Nobody's gonna look at you and be like, that one right there, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave my partner for that man. Nobody thinks that. Nobody. Like, not a single person. I have 100% confidence that even the women that I am dating, you would have zero chance to ever get anywhere near them, because you are such a disgusting human being. Like, no one is concerned about you doing that.
Smile every time two dudes become a couple, because it means that the women looking for men like me have fewer choices. So live and let...
Women aren't looking for men like you. I just want you to understand that. Women aren't looking for men like you.
Live. We're cool. Just as long as somebody doesn't try to force a rainbow up my ass. Additionally...
Sir, who is trying to do this to you? Who is trying to force anything non-consensually up your butt? Who? Like, who? Because that person is not a good person. I'm just gonna tell you that. If such a person exists, they are not a good person, because that is not consensually shoving things up butts. So the not a good person if someone's doing that. But no one is. Like, no one is.
I feel it's my duty here to shed some light on the popular LGBT community question of, why do straight men hate gay men? The answer is actually we don't.
You literally just spent, I don't even know how long this minute, 6 minutes? 6 minutes. I'm gonna look at my non-existent watch. Just spent 6 minutes telling us that you hate gay men. Like, you really did. You really did, sir.
We are disgusted by an action, not a person, which is why it is so stupid for a person to define themselves by a single action.
Okay. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that sentence. Where's my paper? I don't even know where it is. It is so stupid. I'm gonna 6:46. I'm gonna remember that time. It is so stupid for a person to define themselves by a single action. I want you to remember that phrase, that the thing that he just said so eloquently. Way to be eloquent, right? It is so stupid for a person to define themselves by a single action.
I am a straight white male.
It is so stupid for a person to define themselves by a single action, sir. Sir, It is so stupid for a person to define themselves by a single action. Isn't it? Isn't it? Just who would engage in such behavior? Who would do that? Who would be so stupid to define themselves by a single action? Who knows?
How many nuggies do you want?
Some amount of nuggies. I don't know. Some amount of nuggies.
Okay, I'll just fix it about.
Okay. Sorry, I just...
No, don't be sorry. I love it when you're bitter.
Oh, okay. I already straight white male is 3 definitions. I know, right? Like, buddy. Oh, you're so fucking stupid.
Action. How strange would it be if someone demanded that you love them for eating their own boogers? What if they told you that booger eating was their whole life? Everything about them, their job, their friends, car, apartment, and every aspect of their lives centered around booger eating. Not only that, but if you don't praise them for their booger eating, you are boogerphobic and a bad person.
Okay, again, sir. Nobody. Okay, your analogy is so fucking stupid. One, if you... Okay. There's so much wrong. First of all, if let's say this burger eating person existed in the world, right, and you hated them, and you were like, I hate you for your job. I hate you for the thing that you do. You would still be an asshole. Just putting it out there. You would still be an asshole. Second of all, gay people are not. We don't have gay jobs, right? Like we don't like that's not how any of this works. We don't go to a gay job. It's not like you get gay and then you're like, here, have a gay job. We all go to our gay jobs throughout the day, and that's what we do. We God, I have a gay job. Oh, like what the hell, buddy? And lastly, who is asking you to praise gay men for having sex? You are definitely the quintessential, I am going to sit around, imagine problems that do not exist, and then get really upset about it. No one wants to imagine, wants you to imagine them. Two, nobody, like, you don't have to praise. You do not have to praise people for having gay sex. You really do not, right? Like, no one is asking you to praise them. I don't want your praise. Nobody wants your praise. Just leave, like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the hell is... Who did this to you, sir? Your job is kind of gay? Yeah, like, I just... Like, does this man really think that, like, gay people will have gay jobs? Like, I'm just, like that their whole identity is gay? Like, it's so weird. Especially for, you seem to have, especially for somebody, okay, now that I just realized this, especially for somebody who just spent, I don't even know how many minutes, telling us how his whole identity is being straight. Like, this whole man has spent 6-7 minutes, I don't even know anymore, telling us how his whole identity is that he's straight. That's his identity. His identity is he is straight. And he needs you to know that. He needs you to know that so much that he's going to tell you how absolutely disgusted he is by gay men. By thinking about gay men. He is complaining that other people, imaginary people, are making their whole lives about being gay, while this man very, very clearly needs you to know that he is straight.
This is an example of being a one-dimensional person. And if your one-dimensional thing is the art of shit-dicking other men, then you and I have no common ground to meet on.
if your whole personality is you don't like gay men, you and I have no common ground to meet on. I'm really like, who are these people that you think like that their whole personality is being gay? Like, do you just okay, I think I figured it out. You just don't like gay people being out and being themselves, right? Like for whatever reason. And you probably are like, that man has purple hair. Haha. How dare you flaunt your gayness in my face, right? Like, you are that kind of person who sees somebody with dyed hair and you're like, that person gay and they are flaunting their gayness in my face. No. That's not how any of this works, buddy. Um just because people wear rainbow flags pins or have flags on their cars or whatever is no different than having fucking superhero posters in your room, or having bumper stickers for the things that you like. It's not about flaunting, your thing onto everyone else. It's just you want to show the things that you're proud of, and it's okay for you to be proud of being gay. That's fine. No one is forcing that on you. Like, it's just somebody being like, this is something that I'm proud of. This is something that I like. Fucking straight, I shouldn't say straight people, hetero people, like to fucking do this all the time with their goddamn, like, stupid baby family things. Like, why are you all shoving your straightness in my face? That's so, like, why are you doing that? Like, it's okay for you to be straight in the bedroom, but why are you shoving it in my face with your little wholesome stick family? Huh? Why are you doing that? Why are you shoving it in my face? What's with all this straight propaganda that I get when I watch Disney movies and I see Hercules and Meg hook up, or Beauty and the Beast is Prince Eric? I don't know the fucking people, right? Like, what's with all this straight shit that you shove into my face all the time, right? Like, that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying is, I don't want you to shove your gay shit, which is just rainbow pins and colorful hair, while you go around and let straight people fucking do it all the time. Hi, bud. You brought me a mouse. Good job. So it's the same bullshit. Like, you just don't. I don't know what your issue is. A lot of them, clearly.
If, on the other hand, you're like one of my favorite multi-dimensional gay men, Milo Yiannopoulos, then...
Ugh! 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 Ugh. Okay. So, isn't Milo not gay anymore? Wasn't that his thing now? I have to look it up. I thought he ungayed himself, or he's like going through gay conversion therapy, or something. So your ideal of a gay man, I want to understand this. Your ideal of a gay man is a gay man who isn't gay anymore, according to him, who shits on other gay men, who propagates homophobia. That is your quintessential gay man, is a gay man that hates gay men. Okay. And again, the one who says he's not gay. That is your, like, this is the model that the gay men need to follow, is a gay man who says he isn't gay. Okay, bud.
And there's lots we agree on, other than where the best place is for an erection. Finally, I must divulge why alpha males find the actions of flamboyantly feminine gay men to be so annoying.
Okay. Lay it on me.
When a hot girl acts bitchy, we usually just ignore her. Why? Because we're going to have sex with her later on that night. It's a very simple cost-benefit calculation.
So you know how every once in a while you get those, like, stories on Twitter where someone's like, I saw this anti-masker, like, stand up to the police and or the whatever at the store, and and everybody like cheered him on, and it was great. And it's one of those stories that you're like, yeah, that shit never happened. This is one of those stories. This is one of the stories that didn't happen. This man did not ignore a bitchy woman and then get laid later. That is not what happened. That is not what this man is capable of. That's not it, bud. That's not it. Also, by the way, it's not just, you don't have to just put penises in asses. You can put other things in there.
But when a flamboyantly feminine gay man acts bitchy, he is all of the worst parts of behaving like a vagina without actually the redeeming part of actually having a vagina.
Extra, extra. Only women are allowed to be bitchy. Extra, extra. It's a woman thing to be bitchy. That's it. Men never bitchy, says the bitchy man. The man who is on the internet bitching about the gays is telling us how men cannot be bitchy. You, sir, are a bitchy man. That's what you are. You are a bitchy little man, bitching on the internet. That's what you be. With none of the benefits of being a vagina. God, this man is too much. I can't with this man.
So the next time someone starts throwing words at you like sexist, intolerant, or homophobic, refuse to play their game and force them to play yours by demanding that they stop acting so heterophobic.
Hey, guess what books we're gonna buy? No, we're not, but we should. Domination Basics and Power Communication. How much are they? Good job, team. We have made it through a video. Look at us being all good about videos and stuff. Oh, goodness. This was a lot. This was good find. Good find all around, Pasta. This was amazing for all the wrong ways. So I'll take it. Where is my? I know. I want to look at Amazon and see how much these books cost. See if it's worth buying. I'm gonna buy one of these books. I'm gonna read it out loud during a show because it's hilarious. How much are you? What was it called? Oh no. Domination Basics. Domination Basics. Oh, there it is. It's only... Okay, that's not bad.
If you buy it and read it on stream, I want in.
Yeah, this is like $7.50. It's $7.50 on paperback. Okay, we're putting this in my cart. Oh no! We're putting that in the cart, and maybe next month, which is in like a week, we'll get it ordered. Okay, that was incredibly painful. Is this real life? Is this just fantasy? I hope this is fantasy because I'm not sure that I can. I'm not sure I can live in a world where this man takes himself seriously. Like that's not a thing I can do. I have to draw a line somewhere, and it might be here. It might be like this man. That's it. This cannot be the real world. This cannot. I refuse to believe it. But with all of that said, I think this is a good spot to end because I really don't have anything else planned, and we're a little short for once. Oh, we have something else we gotta watch. Okay, can I click on it and will it open? It will. Okay, I'll have to. Oh, there it is. Oh no. No. Okay. Well. Okay. Things happened. I clicked on it in the wrong spot. Now I hate it, and I can't refresh yet. There we go. Okay. I'll have to click on it not on the Streamlabs chat. I'll have to click on it in the regular chat. So, with all of that done, thank you very much, everyone, for being here. I do appreciate it. No promises on doing this next weekend, but, I'll try because I do enjoy this. And we do also have Fit and whatever. What's it called? Fresh and Fit as well to go through. They have a clip show, so that clip show is definitely something I want to watch. And there's always other fun things. I kind of want to, and maybe this will be encouraging. I kind of want to watch for next weekend if I have the energy for it. I kind of want to watch Mr. Enter's review of Turning Red, which I've already watched, but it is such a fucking dumpster fire that I really want to watch it with you all and to talk about how much of a dumpster fire it is. So potentials for next time. We have a lot of potentials. But with all of that, thank you everyone for being here. I do appreciate it. Have yourselves a fun weekend, and I will see you all next time.